Honestly, I'm very sad, I'm very disappointed, I'm very angry, and just other emotions like numbness, because I want to feel like all of this is not real. I want to just pinch myself to wake up, because I just do not want to believe that Charlie is not here with us. To me, this isn't just about Charlie's unaliving. This is about threatening other people within the conservative movement. This is also about threatening people's First Amendment right. And whether you are left wing or right wing, you're still part of the same bird, darling. You're still an American. We are allowing people to justify unalivings because of their fragility. It truly sickens me, because a lot of you guys are so keen on pointing the finger at the opposite political party, or you're keen on pointing the finger only towards the government, but never pointing the finger at your own selves and how you're also part of the problem. And that is what I mean when I say left wing, right wing, you're still the same bird, okay? You are also part of the problem as everyday American who goes and supports certain companies. Your dollar helps support other people's pain around the world. So you can sit here and talk about the government, talk about the other political party and what they're, supporting. But again, if you are part of the Democrat Party, you're no better. You're no better, darling. I keep having to tell Democrats, what about the 340,000 children that were not tracked when they went through the border? Silence, crickets. Those are things that Democrats do not want to talk about. Or what about the Democrats and how they were literally funding all of these cartel leaders in Latin America? Silence, cricket. Or what about the Democrats who have literally bombed the Middle East? Crickets. I have had to go through a huge spiritual journey these couple of years because of just simply what I've gone through in my own life, And a lot of you guys don't understand why I'm conservative. I'm conservative because I believe in God. I'm conservative because God gave me a second chance. 2 years ago, I wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for the grace of God. And because of that, that has led me to be conservative. Being conservative does not mean that you're evil. And the fact that so many of you guys want to demonize conservatives is truly alarming to me. When I was denied entry at a Democrat event, guess what? I went viral. A lot of you guys think that I make videos just to go viral or to have my viral moment. No, baby. First of all, I have been extremely political since I was able to read. Since I was little, I have always helped my mother through teacher unions, or I have always helped other causes because I'm just a person who cares, okay? A lot of you guys don't even know how I have been going through my own set of violence, set of threats that people have been making towards me because of the things that I talk about, transgender laws. I have had 2 people in my life. One of them didn't threaten me, but they did say really disgusting things to me and didn't even allow me to speak. But another person that I also called my friend, she decided to actually threaten me, so much so that I had to call the police. And even then, she wouldn't leave me alone. She even came onto my social media to continue the threats against me. She even at one point picked up her pew, okay? Because she did not like the fact that I was against transgender laws and how they impede on women's rights and my opinions and my right to make videos. And because she did not like this, she decided to literally start attacking me, even at one point bringing in a whole nother woman to literally try to jump me. And these are things that I have been truly shocked about. When all of this was happening, I was so sad because I had recently discovered Candace Owens because of her advocacy against Israel, Because I was listening to her, other people already who were liberals were starting to go against me because they were asking me, how dare you? How dare you just listen to this woman? And mind you, before this, I had never listened to a conservative because a lot of liberals' viewpoints is don't even listen to them. Don't even sit down to listen to one of their speeches, because if you do, you're part of the problem. You are part of the white supremacy, And so I never even listened to Candace Owens, which was insane because, looking back, I realized how much I have been indoctrinated by my own friends, by my own school. When I was listening to Candace Owens, I thought, wow, this woman, she's not saying anything crazy. In fact, a lot of the things that she's saying, I agree with. First of all, like I said, I have been on my conservative, journey because I have always been for God. I have always known God is real, and I have always felt God's presence. When I was listening to Candace Owens, like I said, I had a lot of people turn their backs on me because I was simply listening to Candace Owens. And of course, I started listening to Charlie Kirk, because when you listen to Candace, you naturally listen to Charlie because they have always worked as a team. And when I started listening to Charlie, I was just amazed at his level of intelligence and his commitment to listen to his opponents. Because like I said, when I went to the Kamala event, when I went to the Democratic event, they didn't even want to listen to my opinions. They didn't even want to listen to me. And that is one of the reasons why I did go viral. Amanda Seals had even made a video about my viral moment. Al Jazeera even posted about my viral moment and being denied entry to the Democratic event. As much as Kamala supporters want to blame Trump supporters for the fact that Trump won, you guys also have to take part of the blame, because the biggest reason why Kamala lost was due to her supporters as well as Kamala herself. She rarely ever let anybody ask her questions or interview her or even hear her opponent. Like I've said, that is something that I truly valued in Charlie, and I truly loved Charlie and his movement because he made me feel proud to be an American. One of the biggest issues I've had being adopted was the fact that I am an American citizen, and that is something that I have battled with. I can easily, talk about the government and what it has done to Guatemala, but I also have always, since I was younger, have always had a deep gratitude to America and to my family for the fact that they adopted me and allowed me to become an American citizen. Because do you not know how much of a huge value this is? The fact that I can have an North American passport, that's insane, and that is a huge responsibility. And that is something that I have always battled with, and Charlie truly helped me look at a different perspective. And he made me feel proud to call myself an American, because as much as you guys want to call me Guatemalan and always talk about ICE, in my comments, something that I have had to battle with is the fact that my own people do not view me as a Guatemalan. They view me as an American. You guys say that Charlie is against women and Black people, but it's the opposite. He truly cared about Latinos, about Black people, about women, and he truly valued the role as a man. And that is something that I truly valued in Charlie. So him being unalived has broken my heart, and I know that America is not going to be the same. And a lot of you guys think that him passing away is stopping his movement, is stopping him, but it's not. You guys are only sharpening this movement. I'm running out of time, but I will make a part 2 because there's so much more to say.